girls of all ages. And as I present to you, Season 2 of Radio Reading Lore. So, get comfy, and... get comfy, relax, and, use this as background noise, because not much will be happening, besides really audio. So, yeah, thunder and rain. Now then. I agree. Oh, crap. Give me a second, folks. I need to scroll back up to the top of the lore. It put me instantly at the bottom. Oh, God, it takes forever to scroll up here. Alright, here we go. The Swarm's origin. We came from a distant planet, Avalon. Our planet is running out of resources to maintain our population. Due to our extreme sensitivity to heat, we made the scarves to maintain our bodies. We searched many planets to fit our needs. We came upon many planets with resources. Many squads were sent to many different worlds and dimensions. The Swarm is one of these squads. The Swarm also travels to many other planets, but only the Council leaders to keep things in check travel there. The Swarm gets bigger by day by day, and the more dimensions we explore to help our dying planet and our people. The Scarves. The Scarves are powerful equipment. Only the highest wear them. The high-tech gadgets use chemicals to keep our body heat under 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Negative 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Goodness me, I screw that out every time. The Scarves also let us chemical gas that only the Avali people can feel, keeping them cool as well. That is why we travel in squads. The Fortune Teller. What were you saying? Alright, possibly. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? The Fortune Teller. The Fortune Teller. He was the first Avali to travel to Earth. When he came, his scarf had an error, which caused him to melt and lose his figure. He now wears a suit that keeps him alive. He lost part of himself. Now he has insight to people's future. We visit him every now and again, but he claims he is cursed to this world forever, never to die. But he will help others to see and guide them. Anatomy of Avalis. Swarm Edition. Avalis hail from an ice planet. Due to the extreme cold, Avalis have bad vision. They make up for it in hearing. With their 4 different ears, they can hear extremely well. Avalis on their homeworld can somewhat fly. On other planets, they can only glide. Avalis are made of a substance that melts at negative 33 Fahrenheit, which is colder than any other planet. Avalis with their sharp teeth and claws prefer meat, but will eat different types of fruits and veggies that hail from Avalon. An Avali short story. The Comet. Long ago, when Avalon was first created, a volcanic eruption sent a giant ice rock out of the atmosphere. As the volcano destroyed itself, the comet was named Spiro Avalon's. Oh god, I'm still screwing this up. Avalon's Hope. Every 5 years, the comet would fly over the Avalis, filling them with hope of salvation. They even made a festival, Spes Festum, where they would fast the entire day as a sacrifice to Spiro Avalon. So it would come another day. Goodness, I'm still screwing this up. There would be games and activities throughout the day. Even a lottery. Whoever won the lottery was sent out on an expedition around Avalon. If they survived, then that meant the resources would keep them alive. If they didn't survive, then that meant they wouldn't have enough resources. The festival only lasts 1 day. The lottery winner would come back in about 2 to 3 years. With Avalon's resources running low, it's still nice to have some hope. In Avali short story. The Songs of Avalon. Avalis are unreal. to extinction. If they can't find the resources to live, Avalis sing a variety of songs. They sing songs of hope and prosperity that they may never have. Avalis are dying very rapidly. If the squads don't keep coming with the resources, Avalis may go extinct. Rationum Future is a song of the end of times. It tells of the Avalis' imminent demise are very... Oh god, I'm screwing it up. Okay, let me start from there. Let me try this again. It tales of the Avalis' imminent demise are very thick ozone methane layer, keeping their temperature below -100 Fahrenheit, being destroyed as the world melts. Friends, family, their homes, everything they have made melts before them. Avali scientists test regularly to stop the end of time. Who knows if it will work? Let's just hope that the squads will get back alive. Receiving transmission. Voice 1. Alpha 1, this is Whiskey 5. We are making our plunge. Now please stand by. Responder. We hear you, Whiskey 5. What do you see? Voice 2. Not much. The water is very cloudy, and our eyes aren't helping either. Responder. Alright, Whiskey 5. Keep us up to date on what is happening. Radio static. Voice 1. Alpha, we have found the crate. Attaching float device. Voice 2. What was that? Voice 1. It might be a fish just hitting us. An audible roar. Voice 1. Alpha 1, we're under attack by something. We can't see it. Get us out of... Radio static. Responder. Whiskey 5, what's happening? Radio static. Responder. Whiskey 5, do you respond? End of transmission. Receiving transmission. Voice. Video log number 27. Planet Endor. Resources are dangerously low. I don't know how long we can survive out here. We hear some weird noises coming from the forest 12 days ago. Later that day, we were attacked by weird, small, furry-looking things that just shot pebbles at us. All we did was release some gas that our scarves had, and they started running. 39 days ago, we requested a resupply and haven't heard anything. When we first got here, there was 35 of us. 30 days ago, there was 24. 10 days ago, there's 11. And now there is 5, and 2 are injured. We are supposed to be on this planet. We were supposed to be off this planet a month ago. Why is no one responding? We're dying out here. We need to get off this planet. Why will no one respond? Heavy metal clanking in the distance. What was that? Who's there? End of transmission. Incoming transmission. Decrypting. 37747 3694 24738 0537 2538 90755. Decryption complete. Reading to the High Council, the Swarm. Training is going well. New trainees come in every day. Soon, the Swarm will be the largest of squads. We also received our last payload. It was a lot more than we planned for. Things are looking up. Restricting data. End of transmission. An Avali short story. The Squad's Hope of Avalon. The squads were sent. Yes? What's the biggest squad? That's a good question. You should not be asking me. Yeah, you should not be asking me this kind of question. I don't keep track of that. I'm just a radio host. I don't keep track of that. I leave that to the news reporters on television. They can keep you up to date on what's happening with the groups. I just entertain people and play music over the radio. Anyways, back to the reading. An Avali short story. The Squad's Hope of Avalon. The squads that were sent to different worlds can all celebrate Spes Festum, even though they can't see Spiro Avalons. They celebrate it every year, not knowing when it will come. They celebrate most of the day and take a break from what they are doing, and spend the day laughing and sharing stories. Every year on the 21st of the 3rd month, this is celebrated. Even millions of light years away, the Avalis have hope for their distant planet. In a volley short story. The game show host. Pev Wolf is descended by many of all game show hosts. Most sane, but some not so much. Wolf is a mix. He is the host of a volley trivia murder party. He makes jokes and asks trivia. But one of Wolf's ancestors was completely insane. He murdered 50,000 Avalis and non-Avalis in wicked ways. He became known as the Hope. His sick game struck fear into trillions. He also hacked almost everything that displayed a picture and live-streamed the whole thing. He would kidnap them and gave them false hope. One day, an Avali survived this game and killed the Hope. Dr. Wolf may be descended from him, but he makes a great game show host. Let's just hope he doesn't go insane. User logging off. Sorry, user logging on, god dang it. In a volley origin story, Walter. Opening file, loading assets, decrypting. 16%, 23%, 48%, 55%, 82%, 99%. Complete. File successfully opened. Voice. Ah, finally. That took a while. Now let's see here. Computer, open text. Text. Redacted. Voice. Ah, that's frustrating. Honestly, I don't know what I was expecting. User logged off. Receiving transmission. Voice 1. Now that Trey has officially joined the swarm, we can now keep a close eye on them, so they won't spoil our plans. Voice 2. Great work, boss. Now nothing can stop us. Voice 3. How do we know she won't betray us? Voice 1. Because her failing can be the cause of great pain, suffering, and loss. Why are we doing... Voice 3. Why are we doing this again? There was a loud slam. Voice 1. Because of something that happened long ago. Walter will pay for what he has done to me. The pain I've gone through, the loss of my family, my 8-year-old daughter, Walter, will pay. In a volley origin story, the war. Avalis are a peaceful species that rarely get involved in wars. But the species, the apex, an intelligent monkey species, are obsessed with secrets of augmentation, and since Avalis are very intelligent and advanced in technology, they thought we had the tech to know that. We do, but we're not going to give it to them. They were ruthless and killed over 500,000 Avalis, women and children. This was the first time we used our technology as a weapon. We made creations that helped to win the war. The war lasted 25 years. After the war was over, we forced them back from our world, and they haven't come back. That is why we have weapons orbiting our world, protecting us from everything that threatens us. After the war, the Apex robbed us most of our resources. I think we are too strict on our policy. We need people coming back to our planet, so we have credits to buy more resources. Every person that gets within a 10,000-mile radius of our checkpoint is given a warning. Our species is on track to extinction. That is why we need to at least open our world to people that will help. The Swarm also thinks the same about opening our borders. We will see what will happen in the next decade. Let's see if we will survive. Now, a quick commercial break because someone's requesting an invite. Ah, it's Andrew. What do you say, cameraman? Should we let him over? Alright. Yeah, if he's screaming, I'm gonna ask him not to scream. Can you do that? We're currently recording, we're recording the Swarm Lore at the moment, so, I'm getting off soon. I'm gonna end at Vox Mortem here. At this next one, and we can call it. Alright. In a volley origin story, Vox Mortem. Henry, or Vox Mortem, was a scientist that was assigned to the old squad that Walter was in charge of. Walter's squad played a minor role in the war. Henry was married and had an 8-year-old daughter named Matt. He loved his family more than anything. One day, Walter got a tip-off about some Apex's camp just outside of town. Walter sent Henry and a couple of other squads to the camp. Henry didn't know that his family got away for a while until everything settled down. When they got to the camp, Henry ordered his men to attack. He later found out that his wife and daughter were at the camp. He didn't talk to anyone for over a year. Walter tried to talk to him, but Henry became very aggressive. He blames the death of his family on Walter. Then he snapped. He took a ship by force, killing 7 of Ollie's soldiers in the process. He went on a rampage, destroying every ship, every colony, every town he came across. He then came back to Avalon to fight Walter. Walter said he shouldn't have come back. He didn't listen. He dueled Walter. Walter, of course, won. Walter then sentenced him to exile. When Henry started to leave the atmosphere, Walter thought he couldn't take any chances. He ordered Henry's ship to be taken down. As Henry's ship crashed, his scarf was burned, his eye singed, his ear almost burnt off. Even his color faded because of the smoke and fire. He spent the next 2 years building a ship with some people who volunteered to help him. He then took off. Walter saw him leave that day. He wished that he could have his comrade back, his friend back. But he knew his friend was dead, and born was Vox Mortem, the voice of death. Vox looked around. He slams the desk. Vox, I will make you pay for what you have done to me, Walter. Takes out a photograph. Vox says in a shaky voice, I will avenge you, I promise, Amanda. He proceeded to sob. Alright, folks. I'll be calling it quits there. Hopefully I wasn't too bloody quiet. Anyways, that will be all for now. I'm getting off. Until next time, folks.
Family pod reminded me of Kratos.
Well, see you later, folks. Have a wonderful day.
I said the death of his family part reminded me of the backstory and origin of Kratos. The god killer.
Never thought of that. That's interesting. He is known as the voice of death. Well, that's what his Vox Mortem stands for. Now, I'll see you all.